get him. Now I get him. I'm gonna get him. Hey, hey. Okay, let's go, let's go. Hey, hey. Main event Jerry starts now. Elle se répète, c'est ça qui est dommage. Elle est incroyable, frère. Et là, il crie son blaze, le type, il me fait bouger la tête. Regarde s'il y a un live là. Normalement c'est bon là. Regarde si tu veux y essayer un live s'il te plaît. Normalement c'est bon. Normalement tu m'entends chanter. Ça c'est pas normal. Normalement si, en gros. Non mais je t'assure que normalement si, en gros. Oui, mais il y a un paramètre en gros, Pélo. Ah ouais? Partagez votre voix autorisée. Ah ouais, c'est à vous de partager, ouais. Bah écoute... Bon. Putain mais Nick t'es mort, n'interviens pas. Qu'est-ce que j'aimerais, c'est l'histoire elle change, il intervient pas, cet enculé là. Putain. Fils de pute là. Il est vraiment revenu pour aider Koji, frère. Et là c'est moi qui joue John Cena, je vais devoir mettre un F5 à Roman Reigns. Bah en gros je fais ce qui s'est passé IRL quoi. Voilà, F5 sur Roman Reigns. Ensuite je descends du ring. Je prends Solo Sikoa. Et je lui mets un F5 sur la table des commentateurs. It's my the walk is cook. Bah en gros c'est les bails de showcase. Ça te fait revivre bah genre l'année dernière par exemple c'était pour Koji et l'année dernière genre 2023 celui que j'ai bien séché sa grand-mère c'est John Cena sur son parcours. Même toi tu l'as fait il me semble. Il se bat contre Van Damme et tout. Ouais, c'est lui qui a propulsé John Cena en vrai, à Chicago. Genre John Cena il était détesté et... Wesh pourquoi j'ai autant de spectateurs là? Oh les gars c'est le showcase, c'est pas... On va à droite de mon écran, ah ouais, 1. Oh, il y avait 3 frère. Et tu vas voir qu'à la fin du live il y aura marqué au moins 100 vues genre. J'ai fait 100 vues, c'est que des mecs ils ont rejoint, ils ont quitté, ils ont rejoint, ils ont quitté. Mais on va regarder de gauche à droite, de gauche à droite. John Cena, il va lui mettre Hey, can see me. Il va essayer de lui mettre une patate. Au final, il va le ski. Rock bottom. Rock bottom. The final boss. Oh. L'entrée du Shield. Seth Rollins. Roman qui va spire Seth Rollins sur le ring pendant qu'il va venir pour sauver The Rock. Voilà. Ah non, je pensais que c'était un spire. C'est dommage, on n'a pas les paroles. Mais bon, ça aurait demandé à ce qu'ils refassent tout ce qu'ils ont dit ce jour-là dans le studio. Ta gueule, toi. Undertaker. On va débarquer, mettre un chokeslame. C'est la seule chose qu'il sait faire, ce vieux. Apparaître dans le noir et repartir dans le noir. Et mettre des chokeslames. Oh, please, genre prévenez. Eh ouais, c'est plus cohérent. Il était déjà debout devant moi. Là, je vais le mettre chokeslame. Non, quoi? C'est pas... Mais... C'est pas ça. Ah, j'ai encore... Ok, c'est bon. He's back in WrestleMania. Viens sur le live et ta gueule. J'ai dit à Shaim de venir sur le live et qu'il ferme sa gueule. Je sais pas, il fait que de me dire des trucs, je comprends pas rien. Je comprends rien à ce qu'il me raconte. Et c'est là où il va faire son choix de taper Seth Rollins à la place de Cody Rhodes. Tiens, voilà, tu mérites. Je te jure que tu mérites. Tiens, la grosse chienne. Cody Rhodes, je dois me mettre dans le coin. Et Spear, c'est là qu'il va se faire contrer pour perdre sa ceinture. Super, bien vu les réalisateurs. Voilà, Crossroad x3. Je t'en supplie, relève-toi. Relève-toi, relève-toi. Ça comptait jusqu'au compte de 3. Et là, on l'entend parler. C'est mon tribal chief. Pas du tout. La Bloodline, elle prendra jamais sa fin. C'est ça que comprennent pas les gens. C'est que la Bloodline était là bien avant certaines personnes, cousin. Hey, 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 hey. Main event Jey Uso is now. Hey, man! Mais on s'amuse pas quand on joue avec toi. Ce n'est pas de l'amusement. Il aurait une manette, on aurait fait du skate. Mais tu veux pas jouer à un jeu où Vas-y, frère. Fais pas d'effort. Oh, chaque mode de jeu va nous faire une présentation de sa vie à lui. C'est vrai qu'il était avec les premiers membres de la Bloodline. Il a vu la lignée au grand dur, je vais tout casser. Il a quel âge pour les man, frère? porte bien pour un vieux pour un 53 ans. Ouais. Ça fait 40 ans qu'il est aux côtés de la famille. J'ai vu leurs enfants se transformer en véritables superstars qui ont tout écrit. Ça va, il a 60 ans, frère. Ouah, mais wesh, mais la dynastie de fou, Pélo. Oh, ils ont une famille, c'est que des catcheurs. Et ça, c'est que de la famille de Roman Reigns. C'est que des Samoa, frère, que des blazes de fou. Nia Jax aussi, c'est une Samoa, je savais même pas. Rikishi, Umaga, Yokozuna, Nia Jax, Jimmy et Jey Uso. Mais il y a tellement de blazes, frère. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu. Et bien sûr, votre tribal chef Roman Reigns. Comment ça, c'est de fou.
Ultimately leading us to right here, right now, with the bloodline having dominated WWE for the last half decade. As your humble wise man, it is my duty to take you through some of the most ferocious battles featuring the greatest warriors in the family. Not everything goes according to plan. And this year, we're going to give you a chance to right the historical wrong and change history to bring more glory to the bloodline. It's our showcase, after all. Honestly, their only real competition is themselves. All of this fighting amongst each other, this constant power struggle, no, I won't let all of that ruin this moment. Because it's not just about Solo Sikoa or Roman Reigns. It's not just about the Usos. It's about every single member of their family that came before them, who built the lineage, and who made them into the superstars that they've become today. It's been said elsewhere that wrestling has more than one royal family. That's undeniably true. Also undeniably true is that for all of those other families, there's only one bloodline dynasty.
Yokozuna. Ça va. Mm.
Yokozuna would make an immediate statement, winning the 1993 Royal Rumble just a few months after his debut. This victory would grant him a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 9, where he took on Bret the Hitman Hart. This meteoric rise to the top was only a hint of the dominance Yokozuna would have on WWE for the next year. 2 WWE championships, a WWE Tag Team Championship, victory over the era's titans like Bret Hart, Undertaker, Lex Luger, and Hulk Hogan.
Yokozuna is my middle name. I'm named after Hulk. I carry it like so much pride and weight on my shoulders. someone to be so big and to be so nimble. You just don't see that very often. Rodney was one of those first solo guys, singles competitor guys that was able to go out there and really just make waves, make a big splash. I mean, pun intended, I guess. You know, that fool jumped in a pool, he'd knock out all the water, and that's the way it felt sometimes. He would go into those arenas and just suck in all the energy and be able to give it back. So when I look at Rodney, I see someone very similar to me, someone who understands the top, the very, very top of the game, the top position, and everything that goes along with it.
In a career filled with so many highlight reel moments, perhaps nothing stands out more than when Yokozuna faced and defeated the so-called immortal Hulk Hogan at the first King of the Ring event in 1993. Looking to humiliate Hogan after the Hulkster stole Yokozuna's WWE Championship only 2 minutes after Yokozuna defeated Bret Hart for the title months earlier at WrestleMania 9, Yokozuna entered the ring totally focused on the task at hand. And on that night, he not only got revenge, but his victory would send Hogan packing from WWE for nearly 9 years. Hulk Hogan is finished. Many felt that Yokozuna had indeed killed Hulkamania. Now, you get to possess the power of the mighty Yokozuna and deal out punishment to Hulk Hogan to walk out of the King of the Ring, a 2-time WWE champion. Showcase the ability and the agility that made Yokozuna a Hall of Fame performer and take Hulkamania down.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an event of international magnitude. Photographers from around the world as they are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
Putain, je vais me battre avec le sumo Yokozuna, je vais se cacher.
One thing, Corey, he's 550 pounds, bigger than he's ever been.
And I understand Hulk Hogan trimmed down so he can have more speed, more endurance. But I'll tell you something, Hogan's got to take him out early.
This is going to answer a lot of unanswered questions for WrestleMania 9. Listen to this. What a phenomenal ovation for the WWE Champion.
His opponent, coming down the aisle this minute, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, from Venice Beach, California, weighing 302 pounds, the WWE Champion,
Hmm.
You can feel this facility shake.
Oui, il a déjà été pro, ouais.
The rafters shake.
Il a même été déjà champion, je sais plus quoi.
Undoubtedly the top
Un major?
in this company.
Wesh, frère. Putain. Donc, t'as un pro footesque, ouais, si tu veux. Objectif. Ok. Sois méthodique, essayer d'épuiser avec une sur le ring.
Alongside Byron Saxton and Corey Graves, emanating from King of the Ring, 1993. Yokozuna is fuming over his embarrassing WrestleMania loss to Hulk Hogan. Now, Yokozuna has vowed to reclaim the WWE Championship and wipe Hulkamania off the map.
Indeed, the last time these two shared a ring, it was disastrous for Yokozuna. Mr. Fuji issued a challenge to Hogan on behalf of his client. And 22 seconds later, Hogan was the new WWE Champion.
But that night was mired in controversy as Yokozuna had just been to battle with Bret Hart to win the title. This is going to answer a lot of questions from WrestleMania 9. This is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan, and we're going to find out who's the true champion.
That'll light up your chest.
Some folks thought Bret Hart should have had this rematch against Hogan, but the president of WWE has made the controversial decision to give Yokozuna the title match.
Indeed, there will be no rematch for Bret, who, I might add, lost the title after Mr. Fuji interfered on Yokozuna's behalf. Instead, he was given an automatic entry into tonight's...
Tu vois, ça va me zérer. Il y a des objectifs avec des cooldowns. Et pas ça avant.
Indeed, the last time these two shared a ring, it was disastrous for Yokozuna. Mr. Fuji issued a challenge to Hogan on behalf of his client. And 22 seconds later, Hogan was the new WWE champion.
But that night was mired in controversy as Yokozuna had just been to battle with Bret Hart to win the title. This is going to answer a lot of questions from WrestleMania 9. This is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan, and we're going to find out who's the true champion. No escape from these punches.
Hulk Hogan, a five-time champion now. This is his first title defense.
The Hulkster spent the last 2 months in Hollywood due to prior commitments, but you've got to understand that Hulk never expected to be WWE champion coming out of WrestleMania.
Well, now that Hogan has emerged from his paradise, the gravity of this situation with Yokozuna is going to hit him like thunder.
We know the sold-out crowd here at Dayton is firmly behind the Hulkster. Hogan is relying on the fans. He wants to hear them cheer. He wants to draw strength from all of them.
But Yokozuna is completely focused. He has not taken his eyes off Hogan since the bell rang. He is ready, believe me. High angle belly to back suplex.
An overbearing assault on Hogan now.
Yokozuna, oh no, bear hug applied. This is not good for the Hulkster.
Yoko furiously trying to fight his way out of the bear hug. Can he do it? Yes.
Oof. As we get deep into this match, you have to be impressed by a man the size of Yokozuna exhibiting this level of stamina.
Everything about Yokozuna is impressive, Cole. He's gone from 505 pounds at WrestleMania to 550 tonight. But it's not taken away any of his surprising stamina or uncanny agility.
German suplex. And Yokozuna is really putting the pressure on.
Yokozuna making Hogan regret wanting this match. I love it.
Whip back into the ring. Oh, that got turned around on Yokozuna.
Series of counters here. Who will finally capitalize?
Driven down. And Hogan falling victim to a slew of offense.
Hulkster's getting carved and dissected. There was no issue with...
Je ne comprends pas en fait.
that attack. Hey, sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. Who are we to judge?
Hmm.
So to do a belly-to-belly suplex, all you've got to do for this one is get them standing in front of you. If they're behind, obviously tap the right analog to the left, and you'll get them in the front. You've got to then go and press B.
Yokozuna is absolutely unloading here.
Mais pas ça. Moi je comprends rien ça.
Swing of momentum against Hogan. Hogan's gonna have to dig down deep here. Ah, jeez. Just a relentless assault from Yokozuna. Yeah, Yokozuna is executing his game plan. What a chance.
Qu'est-ce qu'il me raconte ça, pire frère? Il faut que je sois devant. Je fais L, donc ouais. Carré rond. Oh, ça marche pas.
Swing of momentum against Hogan. Hulkster has to find a way, find some energy. His body is still.
J'ai envie de tout casser.
Standing in front of you. If they're behind, obviously tap the right analog to the left and you'll get them in the front. You've got to then go and press B to grab and just a simple A.
So the attack moves from the ring to the outside. And he slides him back to the mat. Yokozuna's maintaining the advantage now. Yeah, Yokozuna just can't be stopped now. Piercing the throat.
C'est pas ça.
Straight impact on the throat and taking even more damage to his head here. He might have to start protecting himself better.
Je comprends pas, je comprends pas, je comprends pas.
Shown to Hogan here. The Hulkster now with a daunting task ahead of him.
Bah encore, ok. Allez, moi je vais me faire enculer au bout d'un moment. Fait 6 heures, je fais la même chose, ça marche pas.
Jimmy Hart trying to rally. And a kick out by Hogan with authority.
Hulk Hogan's not done yet. Hulk Hogan is coming alive.
Yokozuna back to his feet. Big chop to Hogan. And Hogan starting to hulk up here.
How many times have we seen this over the years?
These massive strikes from Yokozuna having absolutely no effect on Hogan.
Hogan fired up. Hogan's ready to go.
Hogan feeding off the energy of all the Hulkamaniacs.
And here comes Hulk. And Yokozuna being backed up to the ropes. Big boot.
I can't believe Yokozuna's still standing.
Hogan continuing to pour on the offense. A second big boot, but Yoko still on his feet.
Don't let up, Hulkster. Keep swinging, keep firing away.
That
Ouais, je suis le temps.
Yoko staggering.
Ah, ok.
Down.
Drop the leg, Hogan. Drop the leg.
Hogan, leg drop. Here's the cover on Yoko, who kicked out of the leg drop.
What? Get Mr. Fuji out of there. Hogan feeding off the energy. Whoa, wait a minute. What is that photographer doing on the apron?
There's a match going on. What the heck?
What was that?
What in the world just happened here?
Oh, no. World's strongest flag.
Yokozuna demonstrating his full power. Hogan's in trouble.
An attack of monstrous proportions by Yokozuna. Devastating leg drop.
Now the pin for the championship. And a kick out at 2. Are you
Hitting me?
shoved right off? And Yokozuna is leaving no breathing room here.
Yeah, Yokozuna is executing his game plan.
And now placed in the corner.
Manages to reverse it.
Yokozuna in full control.
Hope the ropes hold up.
Blindside drop.
The challenger comes up big.
2. He kicks outside.
Ça va, ça va.
It was not going to be an easy task to put the
Yoko says this one's over.
Elle me filme ses attaques.
new champ.
Yokozuna is once again champion.
I can't believe it.
The winner of this bout and new WWE champion, Yokozuna.
We have the official word. Yokozuna is indeed the new WWE champion. We may have just witnessed the end of Hulkamania, gentlemen.
There's no may about it, Cole. Yokozuna just conquered Hogan, and every newspaper in
Ouais.
Japan is going to be filled with pictures
Je
of
bloquais
our
tout ça.
new WWE.
Our next chapter sees the showcase spotlight shine on an area in which the family built their legacy: tag team wrestling. Starting with the
Aïe, c'est Alpha et Sika, ouais.
Alpha and Sika, all the way through to more recent champions like the Usos or Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. This dynasty has always excelled in tag team competition, consistently showing an ability to dominate the division with a wide variety of looks. And the first team that we will look at, accompanied to the ring by Alpha himself. tribal elder was able to mentor both, instilling in them the same unrelenting approach to competition that made the wild Samoans world famous. The team toured through regional promotions before a quick stop with me in WCW, but WWE was always their goal. Upon arrival, it was clear that the dynasty's next generation had indeed arrived, immediately drawing comparisons to their world-renowned predecessors. 10 years before it became cool to say, Samu and Fatu displayed ruthless aggression in the ring, overwhelming opponents before the bell and continuing the non-stop attack until their hands were raised in victory. Deceptively agile for men of their size, they brutalized the opposition with devastating dives from the top rope. The duo would eventually go on to capture the WWE Tag Team Championships in the spring of 1994, fulfilling the promise and carrying the legacy to even greater heights. At WrestleMania 9, the Head Shrinkers' one and only in-ring WrestleMania appearance saw them taking on Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Prepare, Steiner brothers. We're gonna give you a pain that you have never felt before.
While I'm not one to make excuses, I am one to give opportunities to you, our expert gaming member of the WWE Universe. And so, today, you have the opportunity to make things right. WrestleMania 9, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Steiners performed at a near-perfect level that day, able to find every reversal and in the chaos emerge victorious. We asking you to fix that, stop them in their tracks, and get the Head Shrinkers that WrestleMania victory you and I both know they deserve. But if you're not careful, you're going to find yourself reliving the very same memories that have haunted Samu and Fatu for years. Steiner lines, suplexes, Frankensteiners that will all bring your evening to a vicious, miserable end.
One of the toughest teams in WWE history.
Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania. And we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 531 pounds. Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
The Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania.
Let me warn the...
WrestleMania 9 rolling on with a potential show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Indeed, Michael, the Head Shrinkers and Steiner brothers are both new to the tag division in WWE, but both teams are off to an amazing start so far.
You have to imagine whichever team wins this high-profile fight becomes an instant top contender for the tag team championship. And with two teams this physical on such a big stage, it is indeed going to be a fight.
Samu and Fatu already some success in the tag division tonight. Could really be their coming out party.
Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Alpha, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions, and he's primed to bring the head shrinkers to the top as well.
Rick steers clear there. Manages to fight out in a series of punches.
And that will slow Rick for the moment. Placing him in the corner.
Headbutt. Just ruthless.
A steady stream of moves taking out Steiner.
The head shrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp of Rick and Scott Steiner.
There is a method to the madness of the head shrinkers.
I've seen Samu and Fatu headbutt each other during matches. If they do that to their own flesh and blood, who knows what they'll do to the Steiners?
It's just a byproduct of the brutal take-no-prisoners offense of the head shrinkers, Byron. These guys will bite, scratch, and claw their way to a win. Rulebook be damned.
And with Rick and Scott coming from an amateur collegiate background, they might be a bit more hesitant to bend the rules. Hopefully the Steiners can adapt. And fast. Ooh, headbutt! And another. As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry. Do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure? And there goes Steiner sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
Oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
But the tag was made and Scott not aware. Big kick. Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the head shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it.
Somebody's got to put a stop to this. Samu dishing it out now.
Seeing some high-impact offense from Samu and Fatu thus far.
I'm not sure the head shrinkers are even going for the victory.
From the top.
He fails to connect.
And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all 4 men in this tag team showcase.
Well, we already knew about the brawling of the head shrinkers and the grappling of the Steiners, but men as big as these 4 behemoths should not be able to fly around the ring like they have thus far.
It is made for an extremely tough act to follow, guys. Uh-oh. Headbutt.
Systematic attack on that arm.
Scott getting worked on right now.
Steiner's in peril here. Ooh, brutal impact into the corner.
Oh, God. She's starting to feel the effects of this attack. Oh, man, that'll bend your arm. Oh, ouch. Before this match began, you heard the Steiners speak backstage.
Pourquoi il se relève? Pourquoi tu te relèves?
Totally missed that.
Oh là là!
Are you kidding me? Is that a bite?
Oh, gosh.
Boom. Taking steps toward the top rope.
From the top.
Diving headbutt.
Samu is really displaying aggression.
The attacks will not relent from Samu.
Brought down with a snapmare.
There it is. Reversal.
And he puts a quick stop to the momentum that was
C'est quoi son nom? Tombé lui.
mounting
Ok.
against him.
Maybe Samu's found a new source of aggression to battle back with. Put in the corner now.
Gets slammed down. And now Scott is getting beaten down.
And Scott's got to flip it. Switch soon. Shot to the jaw. Oh, my gosh.
And he's looking out a sorts now.
I expect a tag soon here. Have to take the chance to get your win back deep into the match.
What a punch. Square shot with the back elbows ends that. Turns it around.
Oh mais nique t'es mort l'arbitre wesh.
Tag. Double team coming. Oh, face first.
That's it. No way the Steiners come back now. Here it is.
Now the pin.
He's already done so much damage.
Non merde, fallait que je finisse le match.
Making the most of that with the pin.
He's able to beat a 2 count.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
Elbow drop. Piercing.
Look at this heel hook. This is how you punish your opponent, and he's enjoying every minute of it.
Right across the larynx.
Up on their shoulders. Down in a hurry. And that broke Samu down a bit.
Pitbull mentality of Steiner, holding nothing back on that attack.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking it out. And that's another well-placed attack to his head and neck area.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Oh!
Oh, my God. What hit. This might be the end of Steiner's night. And the Head Shrinkers get the win.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne had the huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all, along with the usual achievements if your name is The Rock. 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not
Ta gueule,
even
j'ai pas
to
Twitch moi,
forget
je sais
the
pas ce que tu
fact
racontes.
that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since. Tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. Guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday Raw Thursday to give the first jolts to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
On his way to defend
Oh,
the
mais cette intro-là, Triple
Championship,
H.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
You can see it in everyone's eyes. They all want this championship. The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and send a message to the WWE that Rocky Maivia has arrived.
But Hunter Hearst Helmsley will do everything in his considerable power to stop that from happening. And as far as Helmsley is concerned, Maivia is barely even worth his time. Ooh, one step ahead there. And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Biggest match he's ever had. Live, worldwide television. He's got to have a stomach full of butterflies.
And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can be won outside of the squared circle. Stepping out of the ring here. Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Ooh. Uh-oh. A reversal. He saw that coming. And Byron, Rocky has tremendous exuberance, tremendous youth. He's going to be a star for a long time.
I think Rocky Maivia shows more promise than any of the wrestlers I've seen come into WWE. You talk about second-generation wrestlers.
Vintage move here.
The Cobra clutch submission is in.
Oh, look at the angle here.
This looks nasty, and I don't know if fighting the hold is making things even worse.
Elbows trying to free himself, and he escapes.
Oh, counters right back on Hunter.
Oof! If Rocky Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do...
Faut que je recommence. Oh là là.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion.
Cobra clutch. The Cobra clutch is in.
And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now.
And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Biggest match he's ever had. Live, worldwide television. He's got to have a stomach full of butterflies. Blast off! A huge impact.
Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scouted at all.
Oh, bang!
Man.
Rocky beats him to the punch. Hunter whipped into the corner. Nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle and a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover. And Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner, and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
In a family of elite combat athletes and their top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a little chubby. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief. States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Uh-oh, somebody call the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia, because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steele. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steele have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steele is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight. George Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
And you can see Steel is struggling to weather the storm with the High Chief.
Boom! What a kick. Measured up nicely. Fist drop.
Look at Maivia going to work on the animal.
The High Chief has all the answers right now.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching.
And Steel is, well, he's an ugly creature. Enough hair on his upper torso to classify as fur. Folds in his bald head. He's like a modern-day Neanderthal.
Well, that does not look good.
Yeah, it seems to have opened him up pretty bad.
And he has no response for this barrage of offense.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the animal out here.
Running power slam! And he has started to ascend the cage wall now.
The climb to the top now is going to take every ounce of energy.
Oh, no, he's going to do it. He's going to take the ultimate risk.
Just don't. No. The amount of precision that went into landing that dive, there was absolutely no room for error there.
Oh, my goodness. Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting.
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steel. What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steel makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world. Peter Maivia looking at it all here. No idea what he's planning here.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything good, Cole.
And George is caught into a backbreaker.
No way Steel's coming back from that.
And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
She's not like most girls. She's also not
Oh, ils vont me faire jouer Nia Jax, sérieusement.
Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning, a force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of the Rock, Nia Jax arrived
Non, non, c'est la cousine du Rock.
10 years ago
Je savais pas.
with astronomical expectations.
Ton daron, oui, c'est The Rock.
Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Our next pick, Nia Jax.
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 draft lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring. Nia Jax looking to
Elle a participé au Royal Rumble masculin, ça va.
Bayley and Becky Lynch, and all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her
Non, un psy, il te faut.
in the ring.
Et encore, même le psy, je pense qu'il
Many of the same tactics
va galérer.
that once benefited
Non, il faut Doctor Strange en fait. Y a que lui qui peut te soigner mentalement.
Known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia
Genre, tu
Jax
suces une bite pour 20 euros, s'il te plaît, tais-toi.
more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year,
Et tu suces une bite pour 20 euros, frère, tu peux pas dire ça. Hier, t'as dit 20 balles.
after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair, Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring Finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring Tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crowd already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending to her Cinderella story?
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morrigan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia Jax, who's in the best physical condition of her career, tonight will make someone. Will it be Lyra? Will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments.
And guys, you win the crown. Guess what waits for you in August?
A date with the champion of your respective brand at SummerSlam.
And it's all come down to this, the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring Tournament, Jax Valkyria. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got a caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home, sent outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Lyra Valkyria, one of the best technical wrestlers in NXT Women's Division history.
But the game is about so much more than technique. It's about experience and timing, knowing when to tap into certain parts of your psyche. Nia knows this, and we've seen it for years.
The big question is, does Lyra?
No, flesh on flesh. Nothing pretty about it.
Looks like she's heading back into the ring. She gets bounced into the corner. Oh, and a headbutt.
Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main